My addiction started about 20 years ago. I recently got divorced, and then I moved home to take care of my mom and dad. My mom got breast cancer, and they decided to get divorced. So he moved to Florida in the Keys to drink himself to death. He was so upset that they were getting divorced. So I inherited a lot of money after they both passed away 6 months apart. My mom at 49 and my dad at 50. And I inherited a lot of money and stopped working and started doing all kinds of drugs and alcohol. And this is where my whole life came apart. I was so mad at God that he took my mom and dad away from me that I just didn't believe in God. I was so upset that my parents passed away, and I was just trying to drink myself into oblivion and not think about it, and just, it was a hard time. I lost my house in foreclosure. I'd gone through all my money, and I had no place to live. And I had a house here in St. Augustine at my grandma's house that I inherited. So I decided to come move here to Florida and run away from my problems, thinking if I moved away from all my friends and people up north where I was doing drugs and alcohol, that I could come down here and get away and start a new life. Well, it doesn't work that way. I came down here and started drinking and drugging just like I did up in Ohio. And I became just like I was up there. So one day I got sick. I was smoking cigarettes so much I could barely talk. I thought I had throat cancer. And stopping drinking was the farthest thing from my mind. I just wanted to quit smoking cigarettes because my health was deteriorating. I couldn't talk. So I was drinking twice as much alcohol, just stopped smoking cigarettes. And it got so bad where I was drinking a half a gallon a day that my body just couldn't take it anymore. And I got down in my kitchen and I cried out to God. I said, please help me. I don't want to live like this anymore. Help me, I can't do it anymore. And I ended up getting so sick because I was drinking myself so much to quit the cigarettes that I ended up having to go to the hospital. So I checked myself into the hospital. 2 days later, I come out and I haven't had a drink since. After I got out of the hospital, I was feeling good and I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, I'm gonna go down and watch the sunrise. The beach is not too far from here, which I never would go down to the beach when I was drinking. So I decided I'd go down and watch the sunrise one day. And I saw the sunrise and it just clicked. I mean, something out there said, boy, this is beautiful. And I wanted to come back and do it. I couldn't wait for it to happen again the next day. So I would go to bed early and it was like a little kid on Christmas. I couldn't wait to get down to the beach and see the sunrise again. It was an addiction on itself. So I just kept doing it every day. I looked forward to going to the sunrise and start my day. And I'd get through the day sober and I'd want to come back and do it again and go watch the sunrise. Well, after all, like I said, I would go down to the beach and I'd say there has to be a God. And I wanted to start learning more about God because I knew there was God. And I started looking to go to a church and find out what this is all about. Read the Bible, learn how to read the Bible, learn what it is to be a Christian. So I picked Anastasia Baptist Church to come visit. And as soon as I came here, I saw the music being played on this stage here with Pastor Bobby, and it started making me cry. And I loved the music. It sounded good. It was just the drums and the guitars, and I knew I'd found my home when I heard that music. It was making me cry, but I knew I'd found my home here. I'd learned more and more about God. I'd listened to Pastor Walter's sermons, and I found out that you don't have to beat yourself up and be ashamed of yourself. You don't have to cry every time you're here. You're here to rejoice. And I looked up in the front row and there's people up dancing, throwing their hands up in the air and having fun and rejoicing with the Lord. And I told myself, this is it, Doug. We're going down front. I want to be with those people and have some fun. Life is so much better on the sober side. Life is so much better than any kind of alcohol and drugs and what I was doing in the bars and what I was doing to myself. I have so much more fun sober, walking to the beach and riding my bicycle everywhere around this town and coming to church. And it is the best feeling on earth, is to be sober and living day by day, one day at a time, with the Lord Almighty on my side.
So how many days have you been sober?
I've been sober now 1,349 days. Best feeling on earth.